freaking Gunpei is back. Y'all remember that one chick that got like canceled off the internet?
We're talking about an old VTuber that essentially got in some drama a couple of months ago, and you guys probably know who I'm talking about. It's Gunpei. Now,
yeah, we saw this we saw the Mugen video. We reacted to that. If you want to go check that out, what the hell is happening right now? Okay, refresh the page. Y'all saw that? What the hell is that?
okay, so it seems like we're talking about an old VTuber that essentially got in some drama a couple of months ago, and you guys probably know.
Oh, the whole
who I'm
freaking
talking
signal
about.
TV went
It's
out for a sec.
Now, Gunpei has had many videos made about them, and you guys probably know what happened. Now, if you want a full detailed, like in-detailed look, I definitely recommend checking out Muchin's video or Rima's video, or literally any of these videos that are out here, because again, they cover, you know, pretty much the initial drama that happened with them originally around about 7 months ago.
And it's both like it was like fair and valid, but also weird because it's not like Gunpei is the only VTuber out there that like does the girlfriend experience thing and like has a boyfriend. I'm gonna be real with like 90% of all the VTubers you see are probably already taken. Like I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's a sexy waifu, like VTuber. Like you don't think any random guy out in the streets would have like already caught that butterfly? You feel me? Like,
but essentially it just keeps getting worse and worse, as it seems like they are now back.
I am a butterfly.
Trying to profit off of you know, the kind
green,
of
black, and blue. I go flying
situation.
through the
Muchin's
sky.
video got 2.4 million views.
Are you my samurai?
See, people were seeing, you know, what's going on. Everyone was making fun of them. Now, if you don't know essentially what went on, I'll give you the TLDR. Essentially, Gunpei, at least in this video in particular, the Mugen covers, there's probably other situations went on with them too, but in this particular situation, Gunpei was attacking someone over on Twitter who was like an indie kind of like plushie maker, and essentially what happened was they were saying that they were like stealing it, and they were making a kind of like a knockoff version despite them not having any version in the first place, and this person went into their server and essentially decided to promote this product as they had some spare ones from a fan commission, and essentially yeah, they got banned from the server, I'm pretty sure, and then yeah, she went ahead and called them out on Twitter, which obviously, you know, it was just a fan, it was just someone who makes these kind of things in the kind of, you know, VTuber community that wanted to hand them out to people that, you know, obviously are fans of Gunpei. And I mean, you know, they went ahead and attacked them, said they were doing all sorts of stuff, which again was absolutely unhinged, especially as someone who's making, you know, fan-made stuff for you. I mean, you know, obviously maybe they could have handled it in a better way in terms of like, maybe they got some self-promotion rules, but I think Gunpei definitely went way too overboard on it and ended up getting ratioed by like community notes constantly. Community notes were constantly on their tweets and things, you know, kind of correcting things, which Gunpei was not happy about, and essentially it kind of then evolved into even more stuff like racism and some stuff they're talking about, like I think they're from Vietnam, saying that, you know, obviously they could afford certain stuff by doing other things. It's just so weird. They started, you know, pretty much just going into their culture, and they also just straight up said,
I do gotta say this. I mean, I do feel like each individual person would have their own take on it, so to speak. But at least the major VTubers, the ones that I would say the vast majority of the community tends to be inspired by, the ones that tend to sort of like pave the way, you know what I'm talking about, Shy Lily, Bao, Iron Mouse, you know, all the freaking Hall of Famers. They now, and currently in the vibe of the community tends to be that they're totally fine with people making like merchandise to sell, because at the end of the day, it's like you know, fan merch is like, you know, it sort of like comes down to like the same reasonings as like reactions. You know, it's gonna be free promotion, it's gonna be free advertising, and frankly, you know, it allows both you and the fan creator to basically profit and gain some kind of like benefit out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that tends to be the general like rule nowadays, or the general vibe is that like fan merch is totally cool, especially like at anime expos and stuff. Like I tend to see a lot of VTubers buying their own merch. You get what I'm saying? Like they're like from fans, like fan merch. So not official merch, but like they tend to buy merch from fans. and I would love to see something like that. Like, you know, that's one of those things that I feel like, at least for me, as a VTuber, you know you've made it if like there's people out there making fan merch of you and it's actually selling.
That the VTuber community was R-wording them, which obviously is a figure of speech. They weren't literally doing that, but that's apparently how they felt, which is kind of a crazy thing to say on Twitter, like, I'm gonna be honest. But essentially, why are we making this video today? Well, pretty much there's been some news of Gunpei popping up over and over again, and this one was actually made on
she
June
changed her
19th,
model
where the
a lot.
account actually came back and said, breaking news, Gunpei has once again made her Twitter account public. What will be next in her story? Will she stay on the dark side, or will she come back to the light? Will there be more videos made about her? We will see. Side note, Mujin, why are you following her, lol? So I think Mujin just wants more content. I'm gonna be completely honest. You know, following her and seeing what she gets up to, I think.
Again, I don't know why. I'm gonna be completely real with you. Y'all, like everybody on Twitter, and especially anybody in my community, y'all gotta stop with this nonsense. Just because you follow somebody, it does not mean that like you're friends or that you like have some kind of association or that you somehow support them or endorse them. You follow somebody because you want to, like, you know that that particular person is of interest, and you want to be made aware if they say anything or if anything happens with them. That's totally like I felt like. You don't think I follow all the like nasty people that we criticize so I can know when to talk shiz?
You know, that's probably one of the best things that Mujin can do to keep in the loop of this kind of thing. But essentially as well, the worst part is that this came out recently. Now, Gunpei's account is actually currently deleted, at least for me. I can't find it anywhere on Twitter, but essentially just the other day they said Gunpei is selling her dog girl VTuber model for 2.2 thousand. Now, this obviously is, you know, the iconic one that we see in every single thumbnail on all of these videos, so it already has that attached to it. And yeah, it says they're selling this dog girl design for 2.2 thousand dollars, and it comes with emotes, one model fully.
First of all, would anybody actually buy it, right? Like, at this point, doesn't it kind of have a bad reputation to it? But second of all, 2.2K, damn.
With Rebridger, one mascot model.
I spent $30 on this one, and that was just because I had to pay somebody to help me like attack the tail, and like and while he was at it, he helped me like paint the tips of my hair.
One PNG tuber, art skebs, email me at here. You know,
that was on Fiverr.
Only. So again, you know, it's pretty crazy that they.
Oh, to be fair though, I did buy like the sets of clothing, except for like the tee that I have. I did buy the sets of clothing for like $10 each, so like that makes sense too. So I've technically spent like $60
who the heck
on my model.
Want to buy a Menhera model of this girl who got cancelled for throwing a tantrum over a plushie. She would be getting around 100 to $500 for that. Even by then, it's a stretch. It's like crashing a sports car and selling the wreckage. Does she really expect people to take a model that's thoroughly stained with her reputation? Which, yeah, is 100% true, you know? Obviously, there's one side of things, you know, it being like, I doubt, you know, a VTuber model like this is even worth 2.2 thousand. Again, as he said, 100 to 500.
Bro, I'll give you $200 right now, for it.
$100.
Bro, I will absolutely stream as Gunpei.
Well, which again, maybe you could argue.
Like some days I'll be Monke, and then some days I'll be Gunpei.
It's a little bit over the top, even just for like a regular thing. Not even considering
the
amount of damage and the amount of kind of reputation loss this model has, you know, gotten because of all of this drama. And then yeah, then you add on the
I love the eyes. I always loved her model. The eyes are like so sick. I actually wanted these kinds of eyes for my monkey, but since I'm going for a more like, you know, cute monkey look, it just didn't make any sense. But if you go back, there was definitely a time when I had literally these eyes.
Kind of weight of carrying this model and the weight of, you know, the kind of past this model has had and the reputation it's had. Well, you know, no one's gonna really want it, especially for 2.2 thousand.
You know, can somebody, like, looking at her eyes, can somebody tell me what this core is? Like, what is this what's the Ghost Girl, that's her name. somebody explain what this core is? Because I'm in love. This like weird, creepy, goth, shy girl that also looks sleepy. Like, I gotta know what this meta is. What's this like tired? This like tired, sleepy girl like meta. I like it. I'm into it.
Who makes her most loyal fans promise not to get into a relationship with any girl, IRL or otherwise. Send her pics to prove your loyalty and have it all crushed down when it is discovered you have a boyfriend, because this has actually happened to Gunpei. But to answer your question, hell no. Perhaps we need to learn an important life lesson. It's that being an independent VTuber means having a huge responsibility, and Gunpei took on the advantage of that. We should look at other cases like Yakarisu, Cinder, EVA, and Rakun as other examples.
Bro, just listen to this. With this model, you too could be a GFE VTuber who makes her most loyal fans promise to not get in a relationship with any girl, IRL or otherwise. Send Nana pictures to her to prove your loyalty, then have it all crash down when it's discovered that you have a boyfriend, because it's actually happened to Gunpei.
With great power comes great responsibility. So yeah, you know, people saying, if I want a dummy VTuber model to test on, I'll go for that one VTuber model from the scandal from the South America a few weeks ago. I think it only costed $10.
Nah, bro, that's like Twitch and YouTube history right there, bro. Y'all just not seeing the potential there, bro. I'll straight up give you $200 for it, Gunpei, and I'll actually use the model to stream.
Which again, you know, there's a whole thing about that too. So last
I'll give it a different voice.
Was when Asria was trying to sell his model, and some poor idiot thought that having a model with a history would mean more views and bought it.
I'm not gonna lie, I've also been debating streaming as Bon or Nana.
There's nothing good in it for anyone to buy a model connected to drama. Only thing I can
like, I'm not gonna change anything. I'm still gonna use the same voice. It's just I'm gonna be Bon or Nana.
And sells it to someone else, or two, put it on booth as a public model. Also, $2,200. Yeah, no, you can get a really nice custom-made model for that. Why on earth would you spend it on someone else's model? Which, yeah, is 100% true. You know, I could see $2,200 being a good amount of money for a custom model. Like, that's not even like considering A, the actual craftsmanship put into that model, and B, you know, the fact that it's a pre-made one. It's not one where you get to choose it, and you can easily get a custom one for way less than that. You know, whenever I had a VTuber model, it cost me like, I think it was like £500, or like, that'd be about what, $700 ish.
Oh, freaking A, good God. Why the hell would you do that? What's wrong with you?
And you know, I managed to get that fully
Bro, I'm stressing the fact that I already spent like $60 on this one.
Custom. They made revisions, changes, and that was really, really easy. Whereas, you know, $2,200 for a model that you don't even get to decide what it looks like. I mean, you know, yeah. Especially with all of the stuff added onto it. See, my theory is Gunpei feels like this type of person.
Bro, forget all of that. Forget everything you just heard from all these fools. Just download Vroid Studio for free on Steam and use Luppet or VC Face. Like, just make the most generic, bog standard VTuber model as your first model and just start streaming. Don't do any of that. I'm gonna make, you know, I should make a video on how to do that too. So just to teach, just to show y'all. Y'all want that? Y'all want like an educational video on how to like make your own model on Vroid Studio, and then like just start streaming straight up, like the same way that I do it. Like, I'm using Streamlabs, right? But there's a free version of Streamlabs that y'all can use too, or even OBS. And but you can use OBS or Streamlabs. The only reason I use Streamlabs specifically is because I pay for the premium version so I can multi-stream. And that way I can like stream to all three platforms. And hopefully I'm also gonna add Twitter, so it'll be 4 platforms.
Who would sell the same package to several buyers if possible. They said as long as she's open with it being a public model, that's about the only way I can see this.
But honestly, if y'all like pick one platform, I recommend YouTuber Kick, and you want to stream there, I would recommend stream on Kick and then upload the VODs to YouTube. But if you're gonna pick only one platform, yeah, I would recommend going Kick or YouTube. You don't gotta get the premium Streamlabs.
Thinking it through before they buy it. They said, probably should add Mugen's video for reference on the controversy. I don't know if anyone, if it's okay, so here we go. And they put a link to Mugen's video, which again, yeah. Mugen's video was the main one that brought a lot of attention over to, you know, what was going on with Gunpei and what they've done in the past. And it's, yeah, it's funny to see that there is all of this stuff still coming out. They said, you know, after all she said and done, she has to be trolling. They said, might as well spend that money on some uranium, it'd be less toxic to your brand. I said, pity the model is cute, but it's been ruined by the asshole pilot. Doesn't surprise me, she quitted, so, but since I can see her coming back regardless, she sells it or not. So yeah, obviously people are saying this is a very bad idea to sell this model, and I don't really know what Gunpei was thinking there. I'm assuming they were just trying to make a little bit of a quick cash on this kind of stuff, and I think they assumed that because this model is so like well renowned in the community, obviously not for a good reason, for a bad reason, that they thought that maybe it would sell and maybe people would pick it up. But I'm gonna be honest, I think this is more of a driving factor away from it rather than you know, driving factor towards it. All it does is get people talking in Discord, not Discord servers, subreddits like this, where they're essentially saying, did you see she dropped a new model? That's so weird. That kind of thing. I feel like, you know, that's the only attention you're gonna get from this. You're not gonna get any sales. You're not gonna get any kind of...
I'm gonna be real with you. It's like VTubing is one of the easiest places to like fake another career. Like she easily could have gotten that new model, started a new Twitch, a new Twitter, a new everything, and then like started her career again. But I guess because she didn't want to lose the followers or the subscribers, she decided to just switch the models
people actually
and hope that people just forgive her.
All you're gonna get is probably people trying to scam you or whatever. I'm sure there's been a couple.
Bro,
of
I
people
gotta get
that
the
tried
AC
to
on. I am
maliciously,
freaking sweating now.
contact them to I don't know, try to scam them out of something, because again, you know, people are just that twisted whenever it comes to it, despite, you know, what Gunpei
And I'm
has
not
done.
sweating because you know, my boy Kazuhana over here is, you know, freaking looking fine in this in this baseball jersey. It's totally for other
It's
reasons.
still not okay to do that, but I feel like there probably has been some people who have attempted to try and, you know, lowballer or whatever, which to be honest, if you're a lowballer, that's fair enough, because that is an outrageous amount of money for a you know, VTuber model with that amount of baggage and that kind of craftsmanship in it. I don't know who the actual artist is. I mean, I don't know if they ever mentioned it on their actual Twitter page on who has done it. I feel bad for that person, obviously having to be kind
Yo,
of
for real though, I didn't even think about that.
Gunpei. But again, hopefully, you know, they can find
I wonder what the Twitch parent, the model parent thinks about all this. I wonder if Gunpei even asked them for permission to sell it. Like, not that she needs it, right? If she paid for the model, that's her model, right, to do whatever she wants with. But like, I wonder if like out of respect, you know,
better work and can kind of move on from this, because again, it must suck having you know, the model that you worked on for someone else being sold off to some other person. But it seems like we haven't had any buyers. I haven't seen any news on anybody actually purchasing this. Maybe there might be someone funny out there who will do it and then maybe do something like stupid with the model. I don't really know. But again, yeah, it seems like nothing has really come from this, especially considering that their Twitter account is down again. I mean, I think this...
Bro, deadass, you sell me that model for $200. I will actually use the model. I'm not even, I promise I won't even make fun of you. I promise you I won't even make fun of you. I'll just use the model like normal, like just to stream.
A common thing that Gunpei has been doing ever since a lot of these stuff has come out about them. I think they've just been, you know, deactivating, reactivating quite a bit. And I think they've, you know, had little spurts of like, oh, I want to come back, and then they're like, actually, maybe not. And then they, oh, I want to come back, actually, maybe not. And I think it's just that on a big kind of like cycle. So yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on this and see if you know, she opens up in Twitter again. Okay, it might be quite likely, to be fair, honestly, considering the amount of times they've done it. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. Do you think it was a wise choice to try and sell this model? I mean, obviously, keyword try. I don't think they even sold it. Again, let me know what you guys think about the situation, because I'm very interested.
Nah, son, I did it like this is an official offer. Like, I'll give you $200 for it.
And what you guys have to say. And yeah, go over to GameStop, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. I definitely recommend checking all their stuff out, because they got a ton of events on at the moment, which you guys should definitely check out. And yeah,
I honestly kind of
leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So, see ya.
I genuinely, like, I don't know if I would be willing to like go the extra step to like hit him up on on Twitter to like actually make the offer. But like, hell, if you ever actually see this VOD, this video, and you actually want to sell it to me for $200, I promise you I won't even make fun of you. Though I can't, like, I'm not gonna take down the video that I've already reacted to for Mugen, but like, I didn't even go that hard on you. I don't feel like. So it's like you sell it to me, I'll only use it really to like do gameplay videos, maybe here and there to like do like a funny video or whatnot. But like beyond there, like, you know what I mean? Like, let me know, hit me up, drop a comment on the video, and let me know, and I'll actually do it, PayPal and all. Hit me up, Gunpei. Ayoo, Monodachis! Thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also find links to the videos that we reacted to today down in the description below, along with my Oshi marks. I'll see you in the next video, Monos. Goodbye, and thank you so much for swinging by. Sadu!